Sedgefield 500 2025 for me is the race that happened that never happened.
It wouldn't have happened for me if you weren't doing it.
Why is that?
I wouldn't have entered and gone there by myself.
It's so for anyone that doesn't know, the race was put on within the Gravelist community subscription. It's a model that will take some explaining. It's unorthodox by design, but it was cancelled a week before.
Yeah, just over.
We got a mail. You saw a post. The event will no longer be on, and we took the extremely mature decision to go and do it anyway. I'm motivated by vibes and just pushing limits and like doing dumb / cool adventurous shit. And it has to always be a bet. Tony, I really want Tony to wear a wig, so I always bet him that. I can't beat him. In your instance, I actually did buy the blonde box type. I'm sure you saw I brought it with. But yeah, we went and did it anyway with Paul. He still stuck through. So there were 3 of us on the start line.
Yeah.
Not supported.
Yeah.
No one there. I wouldn't have gone if you weren't going either. So
Yeah,
what does that say?
The fact that it was cancelled, people were saying it doesn't really make any difference because
It's unsupported.
So I think the difference would have been that there would have been like more people.
We say more. I think max attendance is at like what, 15? Maybe.
Yeah, but I think it would have made a difference.
So Sedgefield 500, what is it? Let's maybe start there. What is Sedgefield 500?
It's a 500, just over 500 kilometer gravel bike race that's not a race. Starts in Sedgefield, goes over Oudtshoorn Pass in George, goes to Collerstorp, goes over the back of Collerstorp, Groenfontein, Oudtshoorn to Uniondale over Prince Alfred's Pass, the Vlucht, Neisner Forest, Neisner. And then you do the back of like the piece between Neisner and Sedgefield, like the 7 Passes road. And then you end up back in Sedgefield.
510k is 7,000 meters of climbing.
Yeah, and I think officially you are allowed
Till Sunday.
How many hours is that? So it starts on Friday at 6 a.m.
You got until Sunday midday.
Yeah, so that will make it. It's like more than 48 hours. Yeah, you can sleep over if you want.
Whatever you want.
You can do whatever you want. In fact, it's not a race, so no one really cares what you do.
But it is a race.
So, yeah, it's more about riding against whoever else is there, people who've done it in the past, doing it by yourself.
It wasn't a race, but you did win. Convincingly.
Yeah, I don't know.
Why don't you tell us how quickly you did the Sedgefield 500?
26 hours total time.
That's bonkers.
So 23 and a half hours moving time, which means I actually stood still for 2.5 hours, eating, faffing, dealing with mechanical issues.
Crying
a little bit. Stopping for emergency coffee in Neisner.
Phone call from Dave.
Desperately adding layers. No, because you started a bit earlier, which I quite like because I like chasing someone. So
quite a bit earlier. We went off at 4 o'clock, myself and Paul. We had my intention, let me not speak on Paul's behalf, was to try and cycle straight through just to see if I could do it. No part of me thought I could do it. I was like, maybe. I did my first gravel ride 7 days before, in the last 3 months since 361. So my prep was virtually, mentally I was like, I'm ready for this. I'm ready to go suffer. But the idea was that if we could go 2 hours before you, the strategy was Ben will chase. Maybe Ben blows and we get lucky. But the main reason was because there was a forecast of rain in Sedgefield. And I was like, if it was, or towards, from midnight on. So had we gone straight through, the plan was 26 hours to 28 hours would have been my target, which would put me at, if I leave it for, the next day, you're there between like 6 and 10 a.m., which means if it's raining from 12, I was like, if I can minus 2 hours of rain, which is going to be freezing cold, I was like, that's a major chunk of sanity that you get to keep. Assuming that I got that far, nothing could have, I don't know how you did what you did. That is, when I got to Oudtshoorn, that's last, 30 Ks, those lumps, oh my God, I can't tell you how, I couldn't, Beck said to me, you'll need Ben to get out of Oudtshoorn if you know you know. That's all she said on that group. Brew, those words sat with me for 250 Ks. I was like, you'll need Ben, I don't need Ben to get out of Sedgefield. I need a brandy, I'll be fine. I did go and get a brandy not in Sedgefield, in Oudtshoorn. There's no ways. I couldn't, it's insanity. Like you're going for so long. So we left at 4, we were there at like 4 or 5. It's the whole day. It's grueling. It's so intense. I don't know how you left that place. And you got there maybe, you had caught us by then. So you had made up 2 hours in, what is that?
I think I was like 30 minutes behind you. I saw Paul said on the WhatsApp group that you arrived in Oudtshoorn at the Steers. You were at the Steers. So I went to the Steers, but by the time I got there, you'd left.
I never went to the Steers. I went to this place called Elvis Brew. Just like Duncan. The Duncan's the gravelist. He's the spread animal behind this thing. And he has this really nifty way of just arriving in places where the first time I met him, he just like appeared in my room the night before the race. Remember, we'd gone to bed, we'd had wine and dinner, and he was just like, I was like literally getting ready to go into bed. It was like my last step. And I turned around and there he was. And he's like, you must be David. I was like, I fucking hope you, Duncan, because I don't know what else someone is doing in my room. It's like, yeah, man. And he's a really mystical, incredible human being.
Mystical.
Like, yeah, but mystical is the best way I could describe him. Like, he's deep. He's led, there's character in there. He's done some crazy shit.
Really?
Badlands.
Really?
Hour of sleep, 3 days in a row. Like insane shit.
See, I don't know his history at all.
Cross-continental length and breadth of whole Europe. He's done insane shit.
Really?
Yeah. Like he's the real deal. This is his vibe. And his perspective and his outlook is, I would encourage people to get to know him and spend time with him. He left the book with me, Teardrop Bars. You must take it. He's a...
Yeah, I'm not sure if I
character.
want to hear about these things because that might inspire me.
Not at all. But that's the point, is it should inspire you. I think there's a limit.
That's not a good thing.
There's a mental limit. I'm not the same as you. You cut from a different cloth to me. I could never do what you did. And there's something about realizing that and being okay with that but next year, could I go deeper and further? Like, sure. But it's good to know who you are, what you're made of. Whether that's, if you can go through or not, is neither here nor there. It doesn't make you better or worse. Obviously at racing it does because you lose. But it was like I could never have done something that would have helped me understand myself as much as that. The same as it is for you. You went straight through and, I saw you the next day and you looked like just a little bit hungover. You didn't look that bad. I see you here today and bright-eyed and bushy-tailed, and it's like, well, how much deeper could you go? Yeah,
no, I don't think I could have gone.
So he arrived in my room anyway. He pops up. I'm at this robot in Oudtshoorn. See, he's unofficially, he's not there. He's there for vibes. The event's not on. He's got his camera and he's just being a fucking legend, capturing us, the story. You saw some of the pictures, which I love. Like, for him, that's the spirit of this thing. It's not about being a world event and aid stations and chicks running around in bikinis. It's purist. It's like you go out there and it's you, yourself, and the demons that you might find on the road, which is like, I now get it. I didn't get it before. didn't get his angle and what he was trying to do. I get it now. Like, it's purist. It's real purist, which you embodied perfectly. And anyway, I'm at this robot. I'm cursing everything. I hate everything. And I look behind, so I can feel this car's like encroached on me, and like I'm ready just to snap. And he's there with his camera. How are you feeling, man? I was just like, swear word. I was like, I'm going into that first state. It was yellow, turned in, ordered everything on the menu, went upstairs, sitting in this like weird little room. And like just sits there and listens to you. And
But where was Paul at this point?
Paul was waiting at the stairs. I forgot even to phone him. He did drop me. Paul is fucking strong, dude.
Where did he drop you? I thought you were together all the way there.
Yeah, here and there. Like at lots of different points. I'd say like the first 3 hours we were, together. He rode the climbs hard. I was like, I'm sure this guy's gonna blow. You can't be riding the climbs this hard. And he just got stronger. Like I don't understand it. He is a fucking diesel machine. He never tired. He honestly just got better and better. So eventually, I didn't see him for the last, probably an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, somewhere there. Like not like.
But was he ahead of you at the point?
Yeah. I'd stopped and he stopped, but he was much stronger. There's no near. I probably pulled him back by a few hours in the end. So anyway, he was ahead. Then phoned me. He's like, "Bro, you ever going to get to Oudtshoorn?" I was like, "I booked my accommodation 2 hours ago." Phone Candace. I'm like, "Listen, I don't need that like push through speech. I need you to phone Tony, the place that we stayed for 361. Please see if you can get a room for me there. I can't do this. Like I just can't. Like it's not. I just can't do it."
This time.
And then he was like, "No, he's also going to spend the night." He's phoned, got a room there as well.
Right.
And then.
But it sounds like he could have. Why did he decide to stay over? It sounds like he was cruising.
Yeah, I think he was. I mean, relative. I think he was hurting. I think if I'd gone through, he would have gone through, and he would have got through it. As dark as it would have gotten. But if I'd gone through, I wouldn't have made it. I'd be lying on the side of the road trying to snuggle an ostrich with a space blanket. Like there's no ways. That
in the rain.
That Oudtshoorn strip to Uniondale. The next morning, as we woke up 2:30, left 3. But that broke me. That like snapped my spirit in half.
When did the sun come up for you then?
It feels like it still hasn't come up for me. That video that I showed you of the ostriches,
yes,
that's like pretty much
sunrise
coming to
starting to get light.
Yeah, getting there.
So you left at 3.
Yeah, I would imagine it would have been 6.5, 6:30-ish. His Garmin was on 1%.
Right.
I had to plug that in. My power bank stopped working from all the whatever. Yeah, it was. And then along that road, it was just tots in scuba. I can't. I need to stop.
That road just goes on forever. But on Thursday when I drove there, I recce'd it on purpose just to get to know what I was facing, which made a huge difference. So I knew there weren't any like major climbs in there. Just knowing kind of what you're in for makes a massive difference. So I knew like the last bit was kind of flat-ish.
What was the hardest part for you? Think about that.
Well, the most dangerous part was Prince Alfred's pass descent.
Because of?
Cold and rain.
Okay. Maybe describe your conditions pre-Oudtshoorn and post, because that feels like your race was a tale of two halves.
Yeah, so, first half is in the day. And it started off pretty cold. Like a lesson that I learned is to not trust the weather prediction, because I was definitely naive about temperatures and rain. The prediction said it'll be like 16.
Yeah.
16 at night. Uniondale was the lowest at like 11 degrees, but no rain. Rain was only supposed to come in like Knysna at 8 a.m. So, I even borrowed a space blanket from you, I should have had that. I should have had space blanket, beanie,
You're a
leg
big
warmers.
guy. I was surprised.
No, I was just like, I think I was a little bit blasé about it. And like the first half, so then it like started off pretty cold in the morning. It wasn't like not cold. I had like a gilet on, like I had a base layer, race suit, gilet, arm warmers was fine. It was cool, but not cold. It got warm during the day. Like it got warm, like the Swinfontein, that back section, 27. I think I saw 27 on my Garmin. I haven't checked what the max was, but it was a high 20s.
Yeah, I got warm.
It got quite hot. I found a sprinkler at some point.
There's the two of them.
Yes,
Yeah, we stopped
was watering his entrance. So I stood there for a while, and then got to Oudtshoorn at like 5, and then I wasn't feeling great, partly because of the temperature. I mean, we're not used to hot weather coming out of winter.
Yeah.
So the first half was like light and warm, mostly.
Yeah, I felt day one the weather was pretty prime. It was good. And you made good time getting to Oudtshoorn.
Yeah, I was like...
Had you pre-planned kind of what time you wanted to get to Points Bar, or were you just riding?
I had an average in mind, and I was... So my goal was 24 elapsed total time. And which meant if you just do... So which meant like halfway I would have had to be like 12 hours, like 6 p.m. in Oudtshoorn. I got at Oudtshoorn at like 4:30. So I was like, I have an hour and a half in the bag. Well, maybe 4:30ish. So I could stop for 30 minutes and I still have an hour in the bag. So 11 hours for halfway, which I was quite happy about. But I knew that the second half, I mean, it's one thing doing 11 hours the first half. What happens? The second half is something else. Then left Oudtshoorn and then started getting dark, obviously, like massive headwind. As you leave Oudtshoorn all the way, you kind of go south onto that four-way crossing. So headwind all the way there, and then you turn left, and then it becomes properly dark. And then that was fine. I was cruising. There was one point where I was looking at my Garmin, and I was like, I must be getting close to Uniondale, surely. Then it said on the Garmin, road 16 k's road left. I was like, okay, great, that's our road, N9. So I was so happy to see that. So it was like 12, and then it counts down.
One of those slowly. Big climbs.
Counts down so slowly, and then it turns out that I get to like a 1 to go, and it's like, this doesn't look right. So like, I get to the place where the road is, and there's no road.
Yeah. It's
just, for some reason, your Garmin thinks that there's a road section, which there wasn't. Then it's like, N9, another 18 k's. So when I got to Uniondale, or that at least the T-junction to Uniondale, I was very happy. Then it was properly dark. Then you go through Uniondale, then it starts getting cold.
Did Uniondale feel a bit sketch to you?
Yeah, for sure.
It's one thing people don't talk about in these things. Like, it's one thing to go and do ultras in Europe, where, I mean, you can say it's perceived safety. It's safe. I definitely at multiple points thought, like, there's no safety net here. This is South Africa, and it's a Friday night, Saturday morning. Anything could happen, and I think definitely something for anyone that hasn't done it, that doesn't think about it. You know, you say you're a little bit blasé about it. I was like, I didn't show this race the respect it deserves in any way, shape, or form, and I got a PK for it. And that was one of those things, and it's just like something really you can do to prep for it, but it's not a great feeling. You didn't stop there for that reason, or
so
just
like
because
the safety thing. So on Thursday when I went there, I actually went. So I was trying to basically find a place to get water, and
when you were wrecking it.
Yeah, on Thursday afternoon, I drove past there. Water and to fill my Uzu in my bottles with carbs. And then I found like a garage. I asked them what time they closed. They said 11, and they had a tap there. So I was like, okay, well, if I get you by 11, then I can buy water here, and if I don't get you by 11, then I can use their tap. But then, because Uniondale is pretty sketch, like you go in there and there's a right next to a township, and like then as I got to Unondale, I was like, no, I'm just going to go through because I'm not going to stand there at the garage with my bike,
Delirious, mixing up.
no one around.
Yeah.
Someone sees you, decides to, I don't know,
Yeah, I got you.
cause nonsense. So I just decided to go straight through. I knew
So
there was, I knew
straight through means that what you left Oudtshoorn with, in terms of water bottles, is all you had.
yeah.
My gosh, that is ridiculous.
I knew there was water at the bottom of Prince Alfred's Pass.
In the form of a river or a tap,
A tap.
a random tap.
I knew there was a river. I knew there was. I've done that Prince Alfred's Pass a few times. I knew there was a river. At the bottom, there was also like some. I actually forgot about the tap. There's a tap, which someone has built on the side of the road. Which when I saw it, I remembered it. But I was planning on doing the bottom. But so Unondale was fine. And then I don't actually, that's the first time I've done this road. So between Unondale and Avontuur, there's like a nice pass there through the mountains, which I had no idea was there. So climbing, and then it starts raining.
Before you
Before Avontuur. Yeah, before. So you're going up. So between Unondale and Avontuur, it's tar road.
Yeah.
It's like twisty. You're going through this canyon.
Yeah.
Starts raining.
I've been through it. I know the road.
I felt fine. And then my rear derailleur battery just bonked completely. Just like stopped.
Back to spare, right?
Did have a spare.
Essential.
But usually you get a warning on your Garmin, says battery low, battery critical. It just like stopped completely. So stop, replace the battery, cycle. So the rain, that was fine. I wasn't cold. It was wet. 2 cars passed me.
You stole gilet and arm warmer.
No, I put so on that section between Oudtshoorn and Unondale, when it got dark, I put my jacket on. So
Proper rain
jacket.
Okay. That Rafa one, no?
The MARP one.
MARP one, yeah.
So base layer, but then I still had my gilet on. So I had 4 layers. Base layer, race suit, gilet, arm warmers, and the jacket. And then like 2 guys passed me on their cars going up that pass, and all I could think was these guys were thinking, what the fuck is this moron?
I mean, what
doing
time is
here?
that?
Like midnight.
And they didn't stop to chat to you?
No.
How can we help you? No, it's just...
Well, one passed while I was riding, one passed while I was stopped. But I was just thinking, these guys are thinking, what the hell is this moron doing here?
Midnight on a bicycle.
In the middle of the night, in the middle of nowhere, in the rain, on a flipping bicycle. And they must have thought this guy's just like...
It must hate home.
It's mad. Anyway, so Avontuur is fine. Avontuur is quiet. It's another settlement, which I was slightly worried about. Maybe the rain. So I saw, when I went through Unondale, there were like 3 kind of people walking around, just like on the sidewalk. Maybe the rain suppressed because it's Friday night, party time. Maybe the rain suppressed the party vibes. I don't know. But I got to that eventually, so Avontuur, then it's another climb up. Got to the top of the climb. Then I stopped. I want to check how much light I have left, if I can put it on. Oh, there's the light's an whole other faff story. And then it was still raining. I stopped. It was dark. I even took a little video of how dark it was because the toads were croaking and stuff.
Send me that video.
And I tried, but they stopped as soon as I started taking a video, they all stopped croaking. So then you start the Prince Alfred descent, and then it was raining, very misty, cold. And because, if you're not pedaling, you get very cold. And then I was I was just hoping that it wasn't really rain just because of the high altitude. So the rain, it started raining as you got to the highest bit.
It's 1,000 meters to climb, for anyone that isn't aware.
Yeah, so I was just hoping that as I got lower down the descent that it would stop raining, which it did. So kind of the mist started clearing, and then the rain stopped. And then I was just thinking, if it hadn't stopped raining, I would be in trouble. So went down like close to the bottom, stopped at that water point on the side. And then I was like, I had another layer in my bag. I had another base layer, like another full length base layer. So I just pulled that on as well.
The rain jacket work didn't go through.
Rain jacket, yeah.
From underneath.
Yeah. I think that was for me, that was the riskiest bit. And then as soon as you go through the then you start climbing again.
But
and
you never stops climbing.
As soon as you start climbing, then it was fine. Just by
into the 7 passes that you
no, like through the vlucht.
Okay.
Back up on the way to Neisner Forest. Then I was fine again.
So that is at any point did you think you weren't going to get it done? Like, what was the darkest moment, if any?
I think the closest was that descent where I thought, if it was more of a hypothetical, if it had kept raining and I wasn't getting warmer, then I would have to call up in a ball and lie inside my space blanket or something, or go and knock on a door at the vlucht because I know there's people in the vlucht. That's the only time I felt like I wouldn't make it.
And in terms of your body, like what, if anything, was anything in particular aching? Back, shoulders?
Ass very sore.
Ass.
That's just
legs good all the way through.
Mostly. It's like some hints of cramping at some points.
Nothing major. Back, hands?
Hands were fine. Back, like when I finished, my back locked up. I couldn't really stand properly.
You got to be comfortable. I changed that seat the day before, which I did on my gravel tour. It was the best decision I made. That's not a particularly expensive saddle, but it is so comfortable. But when it went on, the position moved, and I think the height of that seat changed. And from kilometer 3, could feel my back over here immediately. And I was just like,
yeah, that's not good.
God. And this muscle here on my quad was like burning. I was like, great, you've absolutely botched this from the very start. Because I had Tony's tracker sat at the base there, and that's where you do the thing. I was just like, just ride through it.
Oh, you couldn't adjust it?
I mean, I could, but then I have to take
the tracker off.
And that's layers and layers of masking tape to make, it's just like, we just leave it. Anyway, getting to the engine, was there a grand reception?
No.
People screaming, cheering, waiting?
No one even noticed.
I love it. So you start and finish at the engine in Sedgefield.
Yeah.
And it's literally,
there's no one there.
You roll up there and that's it.
You just start your Garmin and you go and you finish your Garmin, there's no one there, and the petrol turn is like, who's this moron?
Was there a part of you that was like, maybe someone will be here? Like just like a little part of you hoping?
I thought Duncan might be at the start.
Just with us at the start, unfortunately.
Yeah, because
No, he wasn't at the start. We're going through the Neisner, the Passes Road, and there's that one part, it was really dark when we were going through, and there was like the dirt was piled up into like a mound.
Cars, yeah.
But like a big one, so we could see that, but there was like this like we were cycling towards God or something, and we had died. There's bright lights. We were like, that must be like workers that are set up there, and I'm waiting to hear a generator and see people working. And like as we go through, you're like looking like that, and it's Duncan, all these flashlights on. He's like, yo,
waiting for you.
What's up? We're like, yeah, Duncan, what's up? It's just out of, like I said, just appears.
I saw one on the pass, on Oudtshoorn pass.
Yeah. Did you see Brenton?
No. Really?
Yeah, Brenton was out there. He rides with Savage. Brenton.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No, I did not see him.
So
I saw 2 mountain bikers coming down on the opposite side. I didn't recognize him. It might have been him. But
no, he was in a car. He was in a Mercedes-Benz like SUV.
I was going up Oudtshoorn Pass and I saw this van with a Starlink. I was like, what's this guy with a Starlink?
Yeah.
And then I saw, as I rode past, I saw Gravelist on the van, and then there was no one in the front seat.
Yeah.
So I was like, where is he? And then I was pedaling, and that's like afterwards I thought I should have just stopped. He was obviously in the back, working. I didn't see him, and like I should have. If I knew, if I'd thought about it, I would have stopped and like knocked on the door and said, "How's it?"
Yeah.
But wasn't going to
He
go
found
back.
you at some point. He has a video of
In
you.
Oudtshoorn.
Oh, is that Oudtshoorn?
Yeah,
Okay.
the garage.
We mentioned the tracking worked quite well once we got that sorted, that race map thing. For anyone that was watching, that seemed to work flippin' well.
Only when you have signal.
But still, I mean, you could keep a...
But was your tracker your tracker was connected to that? Yeah.
that also
I
uses...
only use the app on the phone.
It will constantly have the position, but Tony says it needs cell phone reception to send it. But it seemed like I was being tracked phenomenally well throughout.
But did you not have a satellite tracker? So I have a Garmin InReach. It's a satellite tracking device.
Yeah.
It's my SOS device. So like in theory, you press the SOS button and wherever you are in the world, someone will come for you. But I think the chances are very unlikely in South Africa.
Who's going to come for you in South Africa?
No one, but no, I don't think that'll work. But you can message.
You should stress test it.
You can message someone. You can send SMS via satellite. So anywhere you can send. And
who would you have messaged?
You. Candace.
Wrong guy. Yeah, Candace would be out. Tony was at...
I would message everyone. If I really had a problem, I would.
Also, like you get one text.
So yeah, I think the SOS function supposedly, but I don't think it's viable. But I would be able to communicate with someone if I really had to. But then it also has a tracking, like live tracking. But it turns out that so you have different levels of subscription for this thing. So you've got depending on your level of adventurism, and it's quite expensive. So I don't have I have like the lowest one, which basically just gives you the SOS and the messages. And that
How often does it send a live?
Well, like that's
someone
the
was saying you get one every hour.
I put it on for an hour, and I thought that what would happen was they would use the satellite connection to send a point every hour. It turns out it doesn't. It only sends it when you have signal via your phone.
Oh, that's a bit of a scam.
So if you don't have...
So all that thing does is an SOS SMS.
No, it works if you have the tracking subscription. But I thought it would just charge because it costs you money. I thought it would just like charge my credit card because they have my account on file.
Yeah.
If you enable the tracking, it would work.
Yeah.
You would just get charged.
Didn't.
No. Then it was like, some people, but did my Garmin not work? No, it didn't work. It's like, well, what?
Yeah.
So good to know.
So the only way that they were tracking you is your race map when it
which is when I had signal. So in that section between Oudtshoorn and Unendale where there's nothing, I got to Unendale late, and then I got some messages on WhatsApp saying your position hasn't moved. Are you okay? It's like, yeah, I'm fine. I just don't have any signal.
I think I was sleeping by then. It wouldn't have been me.
No, it wasn't you.
Got into bed and crashed. Did you post race? Have you reflected on that race at all? Was there anything? Did you gain anything more than just doing the race? Any self-reflection from that thing that you may have enjoyed? I expected there to be some. I do these things and it's like therapy for me. It's actually cheaper than therapy, depending how deep you go. I had to buy a new Garmin ahead of the race, so that was...
Bikes are way more expensive than therapy.
Yeah, but you leverage the bike differently. Like that's, in the grand scheme of life, the bike repays more than it costs. Anything profound from it? Or just another race ticked off the list? And would you do it again?
It's the first time I've done something like that. So I've done a couple of like through the night things, 2 361s, 1 half Munga, which is also through the night. It's also 500, but slower. But this is very different psychologically to not have any support. There's no race stops. There's no water points. There's no one.
Yeah.
So I don't think I've really reflected on it yet, but I think it gives you a kind of independence or confidence to know that you can do things without help. It would be nice if there was help. But yeah, I think it's very emotional. But no, like learning about how you can push through things, and like you can learn. I think it's a skill that you can learn to go harder and longer. It's not like if I tried this 5 years ago, a different story. So it's not like if you try it again, you'll probably be fine. Like it's not that you.
I mean, fine is probably a bit of an.
Well,
But yeah, I hear you. You
it's
you
not
definitely
like
do more.
Your ability to do something like that isn't static.
Yeah.
So
The question is, what makes you go back to do more?
yeah. So the second question is, would I do it again? Yeah, I don't know.
Not yet, at least.
It's not a no.
I mean, ultimately, did you enjoy it?
Yeah. Yeah. It's very painful.
I don't know what it is about that. 'Cause I mean, I can guarantee you now, Paul's already signed up for next year.
Is there going to be?
And like, who knows? Well,
do you know what
I mean, officially, based on that mail that we received, there's no aspirations for them to fire up running events at all. And I've expressed an interest as Active Hobo to get involved in doing some sort of event around it. But now having done it and experienced it, how Duncan wants it to be experienced, which is exactly how you and I and Paul experienced it, which is unsupported.
Yeah.
You're on your own, figure it out. And in that, find the beauty in it and find reflection and find a way to enjoy that, which sounds really difficult for anyone to understand. Like, what do you mean? How you have to just go and do it. It was the same as 361. I DNF'd the first one, finished the second time I tried. I've learned more in doing those two races and this than just about anything I've done in my life personally. Like these things for me are a major personal development thing that I do. It's got nothing to do with wanting to get fit for DC, which is like the main modus operandi in my life right now. It's entirely selfish personal development, which I can't really explain. It's difficult. Like things happen out there and you stress test things, and I just get a profound amount of clarity from it. Like don't over commit to things. Like you take on too much and you're not showing it the respect it deserves. Do less and do it properly and finish. That was like a major thing that I took out from it, because I'm pretty thinly spread at the moment, trying to do a lot of things for the right reasons. But that was like, you couldn't have got that message to land in this thick skull. Like I had to go out there and cuck off for 7 billion hours, for that realization to land. So by that measure, I say it's the cheapest therapy you can find. Like, I wouldn't have arrived there otherwise. So long-winded answer to, I would love to make this more achievable for more people, because there's just like very few people. I watched the Badlands, David Arthur. I don't know if you follow him on YouTube. He does bike reviews and all sorts of stuff. He just did Badlands. The Alves reseller in Portugal just did it. I never knew what that was until a month ago. 800K is
through
like pretty gnarly, but southern Spain's a lot more. Yeah, it's like when I speak to Duncan about it, like how do you compare our gravel to there? He's like, yeah, you go through, and this is not to judge a settlement, like everyone there's a criminal and it's shit. Like it's not. People live there and they're humans too. But he's like, your settlement in South Africa is a quaint little village in Europe with cute little people and croissants and cafes, and it's just different. He's like, by that measure, the level is it's just a phenomenal experience. No matter where you stop, and there'll be hundreds of these little villages and people living in them. And there's this little beauty that extends through it. That's.
But how many people do Badlands?
So that was the point I was going to make. It's humongous. They've got more people doing Badlands than they do have doing road races in South Africa. And it's
so you get the camaraderie.
If you can get people to go there, and it's like what I did, see how far you can go. Normally when I have my worst characteristic about myself is I can't handle letting people down, disappointing them. And I go murder myself to avoid that. And it's extremely hard on myself. So normally after like 361, really, it took me like a year to get over. I felt like the biggest failure as a father to our kids, that like I didn't see this thing through. Like I quit. It took me so long to get over. This was completely different. This was like, I'm going to go and see how far I can go and push myself. And that's what you should take out of this. Don't get comfortable. Go and do shit where you can see how far you can go and push yourself with no support. Be vulnerable. It's important to do those things. Like, where else do you do that in everyday life? Like, it doesn't exist. So if you can I feel moved by wanting to get more people to go and do that. But I don't think that it should overlap with this. Like, seeing what Duncan, his expression of what this should be, I'd never want to cross those wires. But I'd like to have some sort of event that involves that Sedgefield 500 loop and makes it more accessible. Has like a 250 and a 250, has some support, has a offering where there's, unsupported kind of thing. So I hope to spend quite a bit of time with Duncan in the coming months and try and see what can be figured out, because there is, I feel almost like a sense of purpose to expose more people to that because of how much personal gain I get from it. So yeah, very long monologue there, but what it means for the events in future and many of the others, I don't know. But people should go do them. I do, from the perspective of my wife, I'm not going to say woman, but that's the only area where I feel uncomfortable. I would not feel comfortable any woman in that same position going through there on their own. I just don't. So if there's a way to curtail that and safeguard that, or just create some comfort there, that to me would be, because there's more ultra women than there are men. We know a couple of them. Like and make it accessible to people. Like I think there's something to that. Because there's loads of 100-mile gravel races now. There's gravel burn. There will be increasingly expensive, well-catered, super professional, high-end gravel races. Race to Sea, Canola Roller. The list goes on. But do you remember those OG Cedar days? Like in its purest form. I was being all nostalgic with Tony about it. It's like that's, for me, I gravitate more to that end. I don't know why. I enjoy those races and I'll enter them, like, sure. This isn't that. I don't think it's meant to be. What do you think?
I think there are a couple of ways you can just take the sting out of some of the risk from a safety aspect. You will need to make it more accessible or get more people and like to do it, then you would need someone that's there in case of an emergency.
Yeah. Minimum.
Someone in a bucky that can...
A paramedic is quite simply what you'd need.
Yeah.
You'd need a paramedic with Hilux, one of those, kind of like your bucky setup, but the paramedic one. I'm sure you've seen them. They're at most of the events. You can't have a traditional paramedic van because that's not going to get where it needs to go.
Yeah,
which you can hide.
You just need a couple of small things to just reduce the risk a bit. Have someone in, like, let's say, the dangerous spots, potentially. When you go into Knysna and that back road through the forest, when you get almost back into Knysna.
On the way back,
just before you turn right after the quarry. That area there, if you just go on another K, you wouldn't really want to be there at 3 a.m. It's just that, I guess those two kind of risk areas from a human perspective. It's like there might be humans around who aren't so nice.
Especially if you start to figure out there's this thing that happens every year and there's people rolling through there throughout the night. The more well advertised and the bigger it is, it actually could potentially...
I guess, and the fact that no one...
risk.
It's the opportunistic side of things. Like, someone sees you riding down the middle of the road, middle of nowhere, and at night, and sees the opportunity to.
It's worth mentioning nothing's ever happened. That is the one thing.
Sure. Maybe.
They never say never. We know where we live. And as far as an event that has some of the sting removed compared to like a ultracated, high-end, no-risk event where you're just riding your bike and racing gravel, do you find you gravitate more to one or the other?
Well, I'm sad the original cedar is gone. No, I definitely don't gravitate towards. I love the long cedar. I don't like the current cedar is nice, but it's not as it's not as fun as the 250. 361 I'll do again next year. I like the Munga kind of style. I didn't really enjoy it that much.
Anything in particular?
I don't know. I don't actually know what the difference is really.
Incredible Company had it this one. Speaking of Incredible Company.
I guess it's just more of a, I don't know.
Speaking of Incredible Company, it would be criminal to not mention
Roland.
Yeah. It's Into Retreat is the name of it.
Into Retreat, yeah.
Which is a Airbnb, guest house, whatever you want to call it, in Sedgefield. I never knew Sedgefield was that beautiful. Like he said, the lady that was at on the mountain bike, it's like, the best part about Sedgefield is everyone thinks it's this shit little town that you just drive through on the way to Knysna because you just see that like
the strip malls.
Pretty cuck strip. But literally one road down, that lake, that reserve,
beautiful.
Oh, word. And if you go over that lake, which Into Retreat overlooks us, is it a lake? Did you see that view from the room upstairs where Paul was?
I don't think so.
So if you go up there, it overlooks this whole, the water in front of the,
yes,
you go past it. So it overlooks all of that. And then there's a hill, and then behind that hill is the ocean.
Yeah.
It's like magic. It's so beautiful. But the venue and that aside, Roland was such a legend. I mean, catered that dinner for us, the fillets. I was like, you know what I really love before a race is red wine, like a nice piece of steak and a pasta, like those things together. Strews nuts, goes and buys fillet, makes a pasta himself.
Yeah.
That sauce was amazing. I mean, how good was that food?
Yeah.
And
you weren't even there for the breakfast. He makes the breakfast.
Really?
Yeah. When I got back,
that's why you beat. I didn't have breakfast.
No, not on the Saturday, not on the Friday. Saturday when I got back, I had a shower. He made like massive breakfast for me.
He gave me some leftover boerewors, so it was good.
Sunday again, he wakes up early, it's just like...
The crafts.
It was really a kind of like a cherry on top to stay with him there, because the three of us were there. Like, he's so helpful. Like, it just felt like you were staying with like a family member, really.
And the fact that he got 3 plants and planted them for us. I mean, that is the kindest thing anyone's ever done.
Yeah.
I was saying to Cans, I'll go back there just to go back there and take her there. Like, I'll drive to Sedgefield for a weekend just to go and stay there with him. He's such an incredible person. And he reckons we could sleep if we take over that whole place. 2026 vibes, just planting some seeds in the spirits of the trees that were left behind. Because now we've put our roots down there. I mean,
we have to go check if our trees are still there.
Well, we've got to go
with
look
a plant.
Trees. Like,
with a plant.
Your seed has been spread. You now need to go. The roots are in the ground. We have to go back. Well played, Roland. That's a proper entrepreneur. You can see he knows what he's doing. He reckons he can take 15, 16 people there. Twin beds in the rooms, or if you go with your partner, you can sleep in a double bed.
Yeah, make that race headquarters.
And that, and there's another house over the road, which he said is, similarly spec to his. I mean, those rooms were incredible. It's so nicely done. It's like, I wouldn't change, if that was mine, I would change nothing. Zero. Other than not let other people go there. So it could just be me. So that's, 15, other place he reckons, slightly less. So 20, 25 people which to me would be the perfect number. And Sedgies 2026, something there. Small, media crew, like hard vibes, aspirations, like that you can control and do it properly. If you're not misled by the need to have, hundreds of people attending an event and try and become the next Tomorrowland of gravel racing, like if you just focus on, like that's what I take from Duncan. Like that guy stuck with me. He made a real impression. Like you must try and make time to meet him at some point and just hang out with him. Like his purest focus is like so. He's just like it's nothing else is coming in. It's like I want to just do this one thing, and it's like it's pure, and doesn't care if there's money associated with it or not. It's just like he's had this experience, wants to pass it on. I was like, that's yeah. And if you focus on that, like limited number of people, high on impact, high on experience, break even. Like just make sure you can cover everything that event would need. Man, that would be special. That's my plan for next year.
Yeah, you just basically need to. Everyone just has to chip in some money for an emergency bucket, basically. That would make.
And you get
that's all you need, really. What else do you need?
Well, it would be nice to have 2 fuel stations, and we know that there are brands that would be more than happy to be set up there. Like, TT6s would 100% come to the party with that. If they said like, we'll put up stock, create the table. Ask someone in 2 of those locations, set up a table. Maybe the paramedic goes ahead, stops there, sets up a table. And at least you've got, at worst, some carb mix and some gels and whatever. And then you can give that person a box. Because it's only 20 boxes. So you take 10 boxes that you divide in 2. Now you can have some kit there. You don't have to carry everything. Like there's so many ways you can, just little things like that take the edge off. And if you get that far, you can pull the plug and you can say, cool, I'm out. And you can steepen notes and you can whatever. That's important to have. Don't make it impossible. And when I say impossible, I mean like don't make it impossible that if someone is like, you get more people to go and stretch themselves. Don't dangle the need to sleep under a space blanket in a forest next to my head. That is a literal fear for me. Like I don't want to sleep on the side of the road under a space blanket. I have irrational fear about shit. Like, what if a spider fucking crawls my ear or a snake comes up on me? Like, that shit freaks me out. Or worse, like, I don't want to sleep on the side of the road under a space blanket. Like, if I didn't have that dangling over my head and knew I could just keep going and going and going, okay, if eventually I bail, if I can just get to there, I can get to a bed, you'll go 100 k's further. Then you'll be like, oh, fuck, I may as well just finish. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think you should do the box plus nutrition.
You don't? Making it easy.
Not that it's not massively more difficult just to take your own food.
Did you not Pudo stuff?
No. No, because I stopped at that garage to find water, and because.
And I saw how fashionable you looked in that interview. I was like, did this motherfucker Pudo fresh kit?
No, you're not allowed. Like
that would be the most trendy clubhouse thing that you had done to date. The kit looked good.
No.
You were on brand.
I went to find water at the garage because Steers doesn't have water. I should have just gone to the Pick and Pay. That's where Duncan found me, at the garage. No, I didn't. I was trying to stick with the rules, even though it wasn't an event anymore. Like, you're not allowed to for yourself anything. But I don't think you're not allowed to have external support or forward anything. You can do a recce, but you can prepare, but you can't send yourself anything ahead. I like some of these kind of big gravel things. I actually had this plan to do the Japanese Odyssey in October.
I remember you saying that. What's the Japanese Odyssey? Just paint the picture.
This is mad gravel, also like completely self-supported bike packing. Again, it's a race, it's not a race. There's like a start, like a destination. There's a couple of sections you have to do, but everything else is self-navigated. So in Japan, you sleep on the side of the road, you can stop in a hotel, but you're not allowed to prepare, you're not allowed to say anything, you're not allowed to pre-book anything. But there it's super safe. So you can basically sleep under the bus shelter. And it's something insane. It's like, you get 14 days, 12 days, 14 days, something like that. And it's like, I want to say 45,000 meters of climbing.
No, bro.
And it's like, you'll have to do like 180 a day, kind of. It's like something like that.
Nothing.
I forget the stats, but it's mad.
Yeah.
And I applied for it, but I never got a response, thankfully, sort of.
Thankfully,
So
sort of.
Yeah, because I'm kind of happy I didn't. My application wasn't. They had too many applications, and it's the same kind of thing. Like there's no support.
Emergency? Nothing.
No. But it's such a safe country. It's completely different.
So what are you paying for?
You're paying for a bit
Media.
of organization, the start, the finish, bit of media, like the camaraderie. You get some kit, that kind of thing. In that kind of vibe or set of rules where you don't send anything, you have to carry everything yourself, or you have to find it on the way. So I think having a box or a nutrition stand would take away from that aspect of it, where you have to.
Fair enough. I mean, that makes it really simple then.
You can still carry your stuff. Like it's not. Like it's the first time I've had to carry everything, and it's not. You have to do a bit of preparation, but and obviously.
Bit of think work, yeah.
Yeah, it's like 2 Ks extra.
What did you take takeaways from Steers?
Yeah.
What did you take?
I just had a large chips and a large chocolate milkshake.
You didn't take burgers away to put in your bag, so you had fuel.
No.
What did you eat? Just what you had on you?
Yeah.
You really are a premium athlete, eh? How did you have enough food on you to last you that long?
I actually forgot my solid food at home.
You did that whole thing with no solid food?
I had
barring your
3
chip.
bar ones.
Jeez, Ben.
No, I did it on maltodextrin plus fructose mix and gels.
Self-mixed.
Self-mixed carb drink, USN gels, the 40-gram gels. So I took estimate about 2 kilos of carbs in total in the 26 hours.
That's ridiculous.
And I think...
Cut fat, obviously.
I've been training, so I've been actually training with that kind of mix for a while now, which makes a good difference. I like the closest I came to like gastric distress was after the Steers.
Interesting.
So when that section between, after I left Oudtshoorn, so I had the chips and the milkshake, and I was actually just literally like forcing myself to eat it. It wasn't a pleasant experience. Had some Coke as well.
3 bar ones, chips, and a milkshake.
Yeah, and 2 kilos of carbs.
Yeah, but that's not food though. That's...
Well, like what's food? Food is just carbohydrates.
Just see. If we had the viewership of the big channels, the comment section would go wild at that part. Like, people are crazy about solid foods. I had like 6 bananas, 4 burgers. Tony said like stock up on rave burgers when you leave Steers. So I did, and then, well, I didn't need it because I spent the night. So I bought for the next day. Just put them in the bag. So I want to keep eating that. That's insane, man.
Yeah,
That isn't normal. Then again, I have the genetic disorder of just loving food. So,
yeah, I mean, like it's because I've been training on that kind of mix. It's the most I've been able to take in that way.
what are you aiming for per hour in carbs? Do you have a goal?
80.
80. Yeah.
60 to 80. So my
80 is a lot for me to take in. That's not easy. I had those smaller 2 to 6 gels, which I much prefer from the bigger ones. That was the 361 from like 250. I couldn't have any more. I was like, it's just, but those were the bigger ones, and I had other stuff that I'd mixed. But this I could have throughout. There's no distress, but that's obviously it's got lower. But to get to 80, it's a bit much.
Yeah, I think I've tried pushing to 100. Like 100 starts getting, I get a bit nauseous at 100 on just that kind of.
I think I just read
mix.
Dan Race to the Sea. I think he said he averaged 150.
Yeah, that's about.
Maybe 160. He said the data says there's not much benefit after 140, so he's going to dial it back down. I'm just like, bro, that is crazy.
Yeah.
But he obviously races at a different level entirely.
Yeah. But he trains on that as well.
Yeah.
And he makes his own mix.
Yeah. Yeah, Dan's on another level. He's crazy. Dan, you should come do Sedgefield next year. I want to see you run on 100 grams plus per hour. Imagine the course record that madman would set. What is I think the official course record to Duncan is 23.5 hours. Binky.
Yeah. I think he said sub 23. I don't know.
This is the thing.
That ride of his is on Strava.
Binkies. And what was it?
Can't remember.
Okay.
I think it was sub 23.
I'm going to try to look for it.
Because that one section, I know because that one section that I was chasing you into Cottersthorpe, I got the comp for that section. So I went and looked who had the comp before, and he's got 3rd place. So I looked at that ride. It's on that ride of his.
Okay. If you want to send that to me, then I can use that. Yes, sub 23 is ridiculous.
Yeah.
Conditions also do play a big role, but I mean, it is whatever, doesn't matter. To do those numbers is stupid.
Yeah,
it's kind of
I stopped for
specialist.
2.5 hours. That was way too much. Some of it was mechanical. I had my rear derailleur hanger got bent because my bike fell over in Cottersthorpe. I had to bend it back. So I lost my biggest gear.
UDH, Ben.
Yeah.
The time has come. Look there. Look at that clean, unbreakable design over there.
I was looking at it earlier. So, I mean, I think I can take down the stopping time quite a bit. Like I was faffing with my light at one point, that exposure light, but because I had it on the wrong mode.
Which program did you have it on?
I had it on reflex mode, so it was either very bright or quite low.
Could have sworn someone told you to not put it on reflex mode.
Yeah, I'm like
I could distinctly remember someone telling you.
Yeah,
that also had an exposure light. I think it's program 6 that has.
Yes, that's what I went. So that's why I stopped
like
and put on
12 hours, 15 hours on low, 10 hours on medium, 6 hours on high. Something stupid. It's like there's no better light.
Yeah, I think mine goes 12 on medium. But so I actually missed a turn because my light was too low and went the wrong way. So I stopped for that, for example, like mechanical stuff. Like the 2.5 hours stationary time, I think I can get down to if I really wanted to. Maybe an hour and a half. Like dressing at like in Oudtshoorn, for example, I was like, you're standing still, busy eating. You should like change your clothing at that point because you're standing still anyway.
That pressure. I'd hate to be thinking like that.
But I wasn't thinking like that. I was just like trying.
If you did it again, you think you would be? You'd be more mindful of like where you could be shaving off?
I think you could be more mindful of wasting less time.
See, that would not.
Because at that point, I was like, I should have just gone to the Pick and Pay and got water there because it was right there. But I was like, I don't want to leave my bike outside. It gets stolen. Go find a garage. It's easier. That's another like 15 minutes wasted.
I look forward to seeing your PB next year.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's very weather dependent as well.
Yeah. I think that day when we had near perfect conditions, this is the right time of year to do it.
Yeah.
I must say, I think Tony was saying the one of them was done in December. Apparently that was awful. The heat is...
No, it must be mad. Like there's such a big difference between the Clayton Peru section and the Garden Route section. Yeah. There's like a 5-degree difference.
I think it would either need to be May, June-ish or now, where the heat of summer starts to taper off. You can't do it in peak summer. It's like there's no ways. You got to do it like just You know, like
no, Oudtshoorn will be too hot.
still.
No, in peak summer. If you do
I'm saying
Oudtshoorn,
it can't be in peak summer.
No,
it has
it
to be
can't.
towards the
No,
end
no.
of.
yeah.
Like June for me this year was magnificent. It was like just getting to like perfect conditions.
Probably colder than now.
Yeah. Anyway, now we're sitting planning something I haven't even finished. What's next, Ben? What do you got left? Japanese Odyssey's obviously out the window. PC.
DC. Couple of smaller things. DC.
No clues on the smaller things. Just little surprises you're going to leave out there.
Like cross training stuff.
Okay.
Kept a
Running.
Kept a marathon.
Oh, just Cape Town Marathon. Just throw that in there. You're ridiculous.
Yeah, just like strength stuff. I think that made a huge difference.
The strength work you've been doing. How long have you been doing it for?
Almost 2 years now.
It's one of those things you've got to do consistently for a long time to get the real benefit of. It's not like 3 months and bang.
I think 3 months.
That's what a bio, hey?
Quite a bit of benefit, yeah. I swear by it. I think that kind of strength training gives you. It enables you to train much harder without injury, and it just inside something that long reduces your chance of hurting by quite a bit, like painful, like back injuries.
Why is that? Just because your core is so strong?
It's just everything. If you have a more balanced physical setup, I think.
What's the time
like your
commitment
arms,
to do proper strength in a week with a bio?
Sorry?
What's the time commitment to do proper strength?
2 hours.
A week. It's not bad.
Yeah, I do.
With a bio?
Mondays and Wednesdays, yeah.
Not on your own. You got to go there so they make you do it.
Yeah, it's more fun if someone tells you what to do. I don't like going to a gym by myself. I'm like,
you do that? No. It's like the worst thing in the world for me. DC, what are the aspirations there? I mean, I've got no idea. It's looking pretty serious this year.
Is it? Is it?
Did you not get the meeting requests?
DC is like a fun boys weekend.
I mean, I know that, yeah, it is. But I go pretty deep. On the day, it's fucking serious. I don't care what anyone says.
No, it's serious on the day.
I don't train. It's the only thing I've trained for in the year. Like, actually trained for. Like, reenlist Reese, beg him to take me on and suffer through my lame numbers. Like, that for me on the day is probably like the highest pressure I feel in the year. You don't let anyone down. In theory, there's 11 other people there that have like put an effort to be there on the day in the best form they can. If they aren't, it's like, that would piss me off. Like, that to me wouldn't be funny. If you arrive there on the day and you've been dicking around and it's like this joke and other people have been training for it, which is why it's important to be in the right team. But I mean, if I look at, I don't want to give any of our internal banter away. I think guys are
motivated,
to put it politely.
Yeah.
Other than DC, anything else? No other ultra stuff? December, long rides, big plans?
No.
Well, Ben, in that case, well done.
Thank you. Well done to you.
Absolutely demolished that race. I still don't know how you did it. I must be honest. I'm in awe, sincerely. It's ridiculous. So really well done.
Thank you.
And looking forward to going and checking on our trees next year.
Yeah.
I'll see you at the next one.
Cool.
Ciao.
Awesome.